Life is an intricate tapestry woven from countless encounters, each offering lessons in resilience and understanding. Yet, not every thread adds beauty or strength. Some bring discord and disarray. Among these, toxic individuals stand out like dark stains. Those whose energy disrupts your peace, whose words cut deeply, and whose very presence seems to drain your emotional reserves. They thrive on conflict, find solace in negativity, and spread discontent as if it were their lifeblood. However, the Stoics, masters of inner fortitude, understood the inevitability of such encounters. They did not advocate avoidance or retreat, but instead equipped themselves with mental tools to rise above the influence of toxicity. Through rational detachment, boundary setting, and the power of indifference to external chaos, Stoicism empowers us to remain unshaken. The Stoic does not absorb the poison but neutralizes it, maintaining serenity amidst the storm. This wisdom transforms toxic encounters from battles to lessons in strength and composure, teaching us how to safeguard our inner peace while navigating the complexities of human relationships. In this guide, we delve into 13 Stoic strategies to confront and conquer the challenges posed by toxic individuals, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. 1. Identify toxic behavior. The first step in confronting toxicity is achieving clarity of perception. Without this clarity, you remain ensnared in the subtle webs that toxic individuals weave. Toxicity comes in many forms. The perpetual critic who undermines your confidence with relentless negativity, the manipulator who twists situations to their advantage, and the energy vampire who drains your vitality with their endless complaints or despair. These individuals thrive on chaos and emotional turmoil, seeking to entangle you in their destructive cycles. As Seneca wisely observed, "He who is everywhere is nowhere," emphasizing the importance of directing your energy and attention wisely. To protect your mental space, you must first identify these toxic behaviors. Recognize the patterns, whether it's persistent criticism, emotional blackmail, or a constant need for validation, and name them for what they are. Awareness of their tactics is the first step toward reclaiming your peace. Once you see clearly, you can begin to detach emotionally, setting boundaries that shield your inner calm. This awareness doesn't just free you from their influence. It empowers you to make deliberate choices about who and what deserves your energy. 2. Set clear boundaries. Toxic people often thrive on manipulation, seeking to control others to fill the void of their own insecurity. They resist boundaries because boundaries expose their lack of true power. However, as Marcus Aurelius wisely reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic principle underscores the importance of setting boundaries as an act of self-mastery. By defining your limits, you reclaim control over your inner world, refusing to let external chaos infiltrate your peace. Boundaries are not walls of hostility, but fortifications of self-respect. When you communicate them with calm and firmness, you send a clear message. You will not be swayed by pressure or guilt. Actions, more than words, solidify your resolve. Consistently upholding your boundaries teaches others how to treat you. The Stoic understands that protecting their peace is not selfish. It is essential. By drawing a circle around their well-being and guarding it with quiet strength, they cultivate resilience, standing unmoved in the face of toxic influence. 3. Master the art of nonreaction. The true power of Stoicism lies not in overt action, but in the discipline of inaction, a deliberate choice to withhold the very reactions toxic individuals seek. Such people thrive on eliciting responses. They feed on your anger, frustration, and engagement, using your emotions as validation for their control. By mastering the art of non-reaction, you disrupt this cycle, stripping them of their power. Epictetus reminds us that external events and provocations hold no real weight. It is your response that shapes the outcome. To meet hostility with calm indifference or silence is not an act of weakness, but a profound demonstration of inner strength. In your stillness, you create a boundary that toxic people cannot penetrate, forcing them to confront their own emptiness. This Stoic approach denies them the fuel of conflict, leaving them powerless and perplexed. Ultimately, non-reaction becomes a tool not only for protecting your peace, but also for asserting a quiet dominance that commands respect. 4. The broken record technique. Toxic individuals thrive on control and manipulation, often testing your boundaries to find cracks in your resolve. Their aim is to provoke you into emotional reactions or force you into compliance. This is where the broken record technique becomes a powerful tool, embodying the Stoic principle of steadfastness. By calmly and consistently repeating your stance, you refuse to engage in their chaotic game. Each time they push, you respond with the same unshakable resolve, reinforcing your position without escalating the conflict. Over time, this persistence wears down their efforts, much like the steady flow of water erodes even the hardest stone. The genius of this technique lies in its simplicity and its alignment with Stoic resilience. You remain in control of your emotions, denying them the satisfaction of seeing you falter. Eventually, they come to realize that their tactics are futile against your unwavering firmness, forcing them to either change their approach or retreat altogether. This not only protects your mental peace, but also reaffirms your commitment to maintaining healthy boundaries, a cornerstone of Stoic practice. 5. Limit exposure to toxic people. Not every battle in life demands your participation, and wisdom often lies in knowing which conflicts to avoid. Stoicism teaches that disengaging from unnecessary struggles is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of strength and clarity. In relationships that drain your energy or bring more harm than growth, creating distance is a powerful act of self-preservation. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This highlights the futility of engaging in endless debates or toxic exchanges. Your time and energy are precious, finite resources that should be allocated to endeavors and connections that align with your values and promote inner peace. Walking away from destructive dynamics does not mean you lack courage. Rather, it demonstrates a profound understanding of your worth and priorities. True strength lies in the ability to set boundaries and choose peace over unnecessary conflict, allowing you to focus on your personal growth and well-being. 6. Build your support system. No one walks this path of self-mastery and understanding alone. Even the most self-reliant individuals require the presence of those who uplift and inspire them. True growth flourishes in the company of people who challenge you to rise above your limitations, pushing you toward your potential while providing a safe space to confront your doubts. As Seneca wisely observed, one of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. Genuine connections built on mutual respect and understanding act as a fortress, shielding you from the negativity of toxic influences. These individuals not only reaffirm your sense of worth, but also offer clarity and perspective when you are clouded by self-doubt. They serve as mirrors, reflecting your strengths and helping you recognize your blind spots. In their presence, you are reminded of your value, enabling you to navigate life's complexities with resilience and confidence. A strong support system isn't a luxury. It's an essential foundation for enduring the trials of life while maintaining your integrity and inner peace. 7. prioritize self-care. In the face of toxicity, the temptation to abandon self-care is strong, as negativity often consumes our focus and energy. However, the Stoic understands that neglecting oneself in such moments is not only counterproductive but also perilous. Self-care, far from being an indulgence, is a vital act of preservation. To face external challenges with resilience, one must first cultivate inner strength. This begins with nourishing the body through proper rest, exercise, and nutrition, ensuring it remains a strong vessel. The mind, too, requires regular maintenance, calm it through meditation, reflection, or quiet contemplation. Finally, the spirit thrives when fed with moments of joy, gratitude, and the appreciation of life's simple pleasures. These practices do not merely shield against external toxicity, they empower you to rise above it. As Epictetus wisely reminds us, clarity of purpose must precede action. First, envision the person you wish to become, and then align your actions accordingly. In this way, self-care becomes a discipline, a fortress that protects your well-being and fortifies your soul against the poison of others. Through consistent care for the self, the Stoic emerges not only unscathed but strengthened, ready to navigate life's adversities with calm and control. 8. Embrace control and acceptance. Stoicism teaches us the vital principle of the dichotomy of control, which urges us to focus solely on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, while accepting that we cannot govern external circumstances or the behavior of others. When dealing with toxic people, this wisdom becomes especially powerful. Toxic individuals may lash out with hurtful words, manipulative behavior, or destructive actions, but their negativity is beyond your control. You cannot dictate how they speak or act, and attempting to do so only drains your energy. Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless wisdom, reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity or tolerating abuse. Rather, it's an empowering realization that you hold the reins of your own response. Instead of reacting to toxicity with anger or frustration, you can choose how to respond, detached, calm, and unshaken. By embracing this principle, you free yourself from the futile attempt to change others and place your focus on what truly matters, mastering your own inner world. In this freedom lies strength, for true power is found in how we choose to respond, not in trying to control the uncontrollable. 9. Recognize you cannot fix everyone. The desire to fix others can be a heavy and disheartening burden, especially when we encounter individuals who resist change, growth, or help. Some people become so entangled in their own suffering that they refuse the guidance or solace that might lead them to a better place. This resistance often stems from deeply ingrained fears, beliefs, or habits that no amount of external effort can dismantle. As Seneca wisely states, if a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. In other words, if a person does not recognize or desire a change in their own life, no amount of effort or guidance will reach them. The Stoic understands that it is not their duty to force change upon others. While it's natural to want to help and guide those we care about, there comes a point where we must recognize that some paths are meant to be walked by others, even if they are painful or misguided. The Stoic knows that stepping back is sometimes the wisest act of compassion. By allowing others the freedom to choose their own journey, we respect their autonomy and avoid the despair that arises from trying to heal what refuses to be healed. 10. Stay detached. Detachment, as taught by the Stoics, is often misunderstood as indifference, but in reality, it is a profound form of wisdom. It is the ability to observe situations, especially difficult or toxic ones, without allowing them to penetrate your inner peace. Emotional detachment does not mean ignoring the emotions or struggles of others. Rather, it means not allowing their actions or words to stir your own emotions or disrupt your calm. When faced with toxic people, practice viewing their behavior through the lens of emotional distance. As Epictetus wisely taught, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. The key lies in how you interpret external events, particularly those influenced by others. Toxic people may lash out or behave negatively, but their words and actions are like fleeting clouds in the sky, temporary, ever-changing, and ultimately powerless unless you give them weight. By adopting this mindset, you stop being a passive participant in their emotional storms and instead remain grounded, observing without being drawn into their chaos. Emotional detachment is your shield. It allows you to protect your peace while still interacting with the world around you in a thoughtful, measured way. 11. Practice forgiveness for your own peace. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as something we do for others, as though it is a gift we extend to those who have wronged us. However, true forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. When we hold on to resentment, we bind ourselves to the past, allowing the actions of others to dictate our present emotional state. To forgive is to release these chains, to free our spirit from the toxic grip of anger and bitterness. It does not mean excusing the wrongdoer's actions or allowing them to escape the consequences of their behavior. Instead, it means acknowledging the harm done without letting it govern your thoughts and actions. Marcus Aurelius captured this profound wisdom when he wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. By forgiving, we transcend the negativity and regain control over our own minds. We no longer allow others' actions to disturb our peace, and in doing so, we refuse to let their toxicity define our lives." Forgiveness, therefore, is an act of empowerment. It is the reclaiming of our inner tranquility and the refusal to let bitterness erode the integrity of our soul. In forgiving, we rise above the petty, and we find strength in letting go. 12. Don't get sucked into pointless arguments. Toxic people thrive on creating unnecessary conflict, often engaging in pointless debates designed to provoke frustration and drain your energy. They seek to pull you into their chaotic mindset, manipulating you into reacting emotionally and distracting you from what truly matters. The Stoic, however, understands the futility of such engagements and remains steadfast in avoiding these traps. Epictetus' wisdom provides a powerful reminder. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This introspective approach encourages the Stoic to focus on their own weaknesses, rather than being consumed by the flaws of others. By doing so, the Stoic avoids falling into the cycle of judgment and frustration. Instead of engaging in fruitless arguments that only deplete your emotional and intellectual resources, they guard their inner peace and conserve their energy for pursuits that align with their values. The true power lies in walking away from these battles, recognizing that no victory can be won in a fight that serves no meaningful purpose. In doing so, the Stoic retains their strength, wisdom, and composure, untouched by the toxicity of the world around them. 13. Stay mindful. Mindfulness acts as a sharp sword, cutting through the fog of negativity and toxic influences that cloud our judgment. In a world overwhelmed by distractions and emotional reactions, mindfulness brings us back to the present moment, where we can observe without judgment and respond with intention, not impulse. It is a practice that demands patience and awareness. Through daily reflection on our encounters and actions, we begin to see where our minds wander and where we become caught up in emotional turbulence. By pausing to reflect, we gain insight into our thoughts and reactions, realizing that we are not slaves to our impulses, but masters of them. Marcus Aurelius, in his wisdom, reminds us that the quality of our thoughts directly influences the quality of our lives. By cultivating mindfulness, we begin to choose our thoughts with greater awareness, understanding that clarity brings peace, while confusion breeds inner turmoil. With this clarity, we can navigate life's challenges with a calm, steady resolve, seeing things as they truly are, not as our emotions would have them. Mindfulness becomes the lens through which we view the world, allowing us to make decisions rooted in wisdom, not chaos. In this peace, we find freedom. Conclusion: the world around us is a delicate balance of light and shadow, where both beauty and darkness intertwine to shape our experiences. In this vast tapestry, toxic individuals, those who seek to manipulate, harm, or drain others, will inevitably cross our path. Yet, the Stoic recognizes that while such forces can test our patience and peace, they possess no power to destroy our inner tranquility unless we allow it. The Stoic understands that the key to navigating these turbulent encounters lies in maintaining composure, fortifying the mind against the storms of external chaos, and practicing resilience in the face of adversity. By anchoring oneself in wisdom and emotional detachment, one can face the toxicity of others without being consumed by it. Rather than reacting with anger, frustration, or helplessness, the Stoic responds with calm and clarity, knowing that external forces cannot disturb the peace of a soul grounded in virtue. The ancient philosophers, with their profound understanding of human nature, have already shown us the path of inner strength. It is our responsibility today to walk this path with courage, shielding our hearts and minds from the destructive forces outside, and embracing the power of wisdom to protect our peace.